Welcome back me shipmates and welcome to episode 9 of my recent pickups. Sorry I've been away so long, but the summertime is here now, the summer weather. Overindulge yourself, especially when I'm living on the south coast. I didn't grow up in this environment, so sort of hypnotises you into drinking more sort of thing. Well, that's the way I look at it anyway. So I hope you're all doing well. 3rd of July, London Gaming Market, I will be there. I'm just wondering, to avoid the underground, if anyone wants to meet up at Victoria Station, say if there's 4 of us who get in a cab, it could come to just under 20 quid. So just for a quality of life improvement, it's not like they're every week, is it? Just keep that in mind, just let us know anyway. But it's quite a big pickup this week. Probably almost 2 months worth here. That's probably why I haven't made a video for so long, and it's just all been piling up, and even my mate commented, you ain't done that video yet, but here I am to do it today. And I'm just start off with the wrestling figures, and first, good old Hacksaw Jim Duggan. So that's the good thing about doing these videos, you can take these out the boxes and put them on the shelves. And to sell, that is a video that will be coming up where I'll show you my small 80s and 90s wrestling figure. I wouldn't even call it a collection, it's just nice to look at things. That's the way I look at it. So there's Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And another thing I'm planning on doing is getting every single Macho Man or Macho King in the elite form. And here's the next one. His 80s attire, sort of late up to 89. I think, from when he started. As I said, these will all keep coming out the box. And next one, I'm not sure if I wanted Sid Justice, because the only one I could find of him was like an elite, was in the actual referee shirt from SummerSlam 91. But I've managed to get myself Psycho Sid, so I think this one might have to do. I'm quite happy with it, to tell you the truth. So that's Psycho Sid. Right, next. This is actually a quality figure, a man who passed away unfortunately recently, and that's your Razor Ramon. With the Intercontinental title. These are defining moments figures. I can't remember, it's on the back of the box which one this is from, which event. But there's your Razor Ramon. And next, the Ugandan Giant, Kamala. I used to own this figure as a kid in Hasbro. Well, I owned most of the Hasbros, to tell you the truth, but parents gave them all to charity. Well, at least I hope it went to a good cause anyway. And next one, we have Ravishing Rick Rude. So quite a few wrestling figures this month. There's one more to come. That's Ravishing Rick Rude. And next, probably the most successful or popular superstar in wrestling history, and that is Stone Cold Steve Austin. And this is the Ultimate Edition. So someone's actually put this in a plastic case, but whoever did it, it will be coming out. These all go on my shelves, these. I've put the boxes in the loft. That's the good thing about these figures, which I liked about them so much, apart from the Hasbros, they were all on card. So you literally had to rip it open and ruin the box to get them out. With these, just cut a piece of sellotape, you can keep the box in the same condition, it's great. That's why I like them. So next, we're on to games. So I think we'll start with Sega, because it's a Master System and Sega Saturn to show you, just trying to see what actually is there. So I'll start with the Master System, and a rip belter to start off with, Master of Darkness. These are complete in box, the manual's all in good condition. Obviously they call this the Castlevania rip-off. And next we have another belter, Ninja Gaiden. As I said, the manuals and everything are in really great condition. Sorry if you think, oh, I want to see the manual, it's just really hot in this room, so I'm trying to say as much as I can, but leave some little bits out with this heat. Sorry about that, but just take it from me, they are in good condition. And here's the next one, Gauntlet. Bit more of a common title. I can't remember where I first played Gauntlet. It was either on like the Amiga or Spectrum. I know it was one of the two. And next, a game I own on the Mega Drive, but there's a bit of, you hear some people say that this version's better, and that is Castle of Illusion on the Master System. And I think I got that from, yeah, still got the Magic Whistle gaming sticker on it. Yes, I was about to say to some people, some of these pickups are either from Magic Whistle Gaming, out and about in the shops, or in the seas of cyberspace. And next, I think the last pickup video, I had the original, and here's the sequel, Fantasy Zone 2, your cute 'em ups. So there's that. Next, I think a lot of people have been buying games in this series recently. I've always been keen on it myself, and that's Asterix and Obelix. Asterix and the Secret Mission. I'm thinking of the one on the Super Nintendo. And there's another Master System, and this original in the great shooter franchise, and that is the original R-Type. As I said, all boxed and complete. I wouldn't buy it if it wasn't boxed and complete. There's R-Type. And now, I think people did challenges on this game, and I think I watched it. And it might have been Retro Red Steve, I'm not sure if you're watching, it might have been you, but that is the Ninja. There we go, that's the Ninja. And the last of the Master System, and another original and another great, and that is Shinobi. As I said, all boxed and complete. Now, got to keep with Sega. We'll move on now to the Saturn, and another first in the trilogy, and that is Panzer Dragoon. I never played this back in the day. I was fully aware of it though, because I remember I was actually an early adopter of the Saturn, because I remember, I might have told the story before, when I was in Toys R Us in Purley Way, and I was looking at the Saturn and looking at the PlayStation, and back then I used to automatically think in my head, you get what you pay for. If it's more expensive, it's better. But obviously as you get older and wiser, you know that's not the truth. Next, probably the best port of this game that came out on console, and that is Primal Rage. The bit sort of one-on-one fighting arcade game. Next, a point and click adventure. I think this has got Eric Idle in it as one of the voice actors, and that is Blazing Dragons. Never played this before. I loved my point and click adventures back in the day. Me and my brother used to sit there together playing all the Monkey Islands 3 together. It used to be great. And next, one of the early Saturn games. It's got this Magic Whistle Gaming as well, in Brighton. I was actually gutted the other day, last weekend it was, I looked on Facebook and there was like a Comic-Con gaming event at the Amex Stadium at Brighton. It's not too far for me to get there, and obviously I'd seen this after I've had about 15 pints, so you imagine it, there was no way I was going out in hot weather sweating out. That would have been horrible, so I have to keep my eye out for that one next time. And next, another shooter, and that is Darius 2. As I said, like sort of trying to focus mainly on the Sega Saturn and the Master System at the moment, because sort of when you're collecting for Sega, it's sort of set in stone, isn't it? Everything's out already, and unless you're buying homebrews and half the market, then no new games are coming out, so you know where you stand. Next, the last Sega Saturn game here to show you, and I actually own the original trilogy on the Mega Drive, so I thought it's more suiting to buy it for the Sega console, because it also came out for the PlayStation, and that is Soviet Strike. There we go, and that is the last of the Saturn. Now, it's time for some Nintendo. Here we go. what basically what I was trying to do, you'll see at the end, I'm trying to complete a certain console series of games. And the first one to show you here is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I haven't played this yet. I do own the one on the Wii, but I'm trying to get every single sort, not the classics, but every single console variant of the Zelda console games. And I'm almost there. I think it's one game away. And that's Zelda Skyward Sword. Next, I might as well keep within the theme. I've finally got the actual only Zelda console game I don't own. It is the American version, but it is 60 Hertz. You can't go wrong there. And the box art's pretty much the same as the UK PAL. And that is the original Legend of Zelda. This is in great condition. It's complete with map. And I was well happy to get this. I saw Tutti UK, obviously got it. And this last pickup video, and I'd already had it, but I hadn't made my pickup video yet. But he got there before me. Fair play, mates. Nice one to you. And that's all the Zeldas. Next, such a well-known game. Sort of your average platformer sort of thing where you do magic. And that is Incantation. Not so well-known game. Let you see. That's the first Super Nintendo game. Next one. Another sort of uncommonish game that I don't see people pick up much. And it's from the series made by Don Bluth. I believe his name is Don Bluth. Anyway, who made Dragon's Lair. And that is Space Ace. Never played this game before. I can imagine it's a lot like the Dragon's Lair Super Nintendo game. Well, that's what I thought anyway. So, we'll find out. And next, this is the sequel to Solstice on the NES. And that is Equinox. I said, all complete in box. That's Equinox. Next one. This is, this didn't come out over here. I believe it didn't come out in the UK or Europe. It definitely come out in the US because that's the version I've got, and it might have come out in Japan. I'm not too sure about that because my encyclopedia doesn't cover the Japanese, like, Super Nintendo games, which I'm not too bothered about, to tell the truth. And that is Wolfchild. Sort of side-scrolling action game. And this is United States, USA, NTSC, Wolfchild. So, the next Super Nintendo game, I've got a bit of a memory with this game because the Christmas I got my Super Nintendo, Christmas 1992, I was with my mate and I remember his mum said, got emergency, get you a Christmas present, we got to get you one, we've got to get there quick. And I remember him going up there and picking this out. This was like my first memory of Bomberman. And to tell you the truth, this is probably the only Bomberman I'll buy on the Super Nintendo because I don't know, I just feel like I only need the original, to tell you the truth. So that's Bomberman. And then the last Super Nintendo game is a game that's actually called something different in this country, but I didn't know why, and you'll see why in a minute. And that is Wings 2, the sequel to the known, I think it's the sequel to the Amiga game, Wings 2, I'm sure it is. But it is actually called Blazing Skies in this country, which is a bit unusual that they bring out Wings in the UK, known on the Amiga, and then need to change its name to Blazing Skies on the Super Nintendo. I don't know, maybe someone could let me know what's happened there. So that's all the Super Nintendo. And next, obviously, one of my fond Christmas memories was Christmas 1989 when I got my Amiga 500. So at first I was like, oh, it hasn't got a functioning keyboard, but even if it did, I probably wouldn't have used it because it's so blooming small. Like I struggle like sometimes pressing keys on a normal keyboard and you press two at the same time. So imagine what it would have been like on them small keys. But I have bought a USB keyboard that's already sorted out that problem, and that is the Amiga A500 Mini. Been playing this quite a lot. I put loads of games onto the USB already. and I've been really enjoying it. That's, like I said, it's so much nostalgia. I wish I had room for like an actual Amiga collection, but I just don't, considering how big the boxes are as well. So this has done it for me. I'm totally happy with this being my Amiga fix. So next, we're on to some Xbox. So I own the original. This is a trilogy, and I was on Amazon and I saw these for £10 each, and that is House of Ashes and Little Hope. I played through the first two. They're great games. I've heard the third one's supposed to be the best, so I've saved the best one till last, because I'm not sure if they're not, to me, it's not exactly, they don't follow each other in the same story. I feel like they're different stories. I'm sure I'm right anyway. And then that's the Xbox One, Xbox Series X, whatever you call it. And then I saw this when I was in Magic Whistle Gaming, and that is Painkiller. And I'm not sure if this is the standard variant, I'm not too sure. But it's come in this sort of thick case. That's Painkiller. Next, we have original Xbox. So we've got some original Xbox. So the first one we got is a Zurich. Getting pretty hot in this room at the moment. If you notice, I'm sweating now. That is a Zurich. Next, True Crime City of New York. And Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. So that's all the Xbox, I believe. And now we're on to PlayStation 2. So we've got 3 PlayStation 2 games here as well. And the first one is Deus Ex. I'll be really glad to get this lot on the shelves. Believe me, you can imagine it's been piling up. So next one, the third in the series out of the 4. And the only one that I don't actually own is the original. And that is Silent Hill 3. I own 2 and 4 on the original Xbox. So that's Silent Hill 3, running out of room. And then we have Red Faction. And that is the last PS2 game for you. And that is the last of the games. And lastly, now what I've got to show you is a Blu-ray I picked up yesterday. I haven't watched it yet, but I will get round to watching it probably tonight. And that is The Batman. Heard of mixed reviews. I know some people say it's good, some people didn't like it, but I'm pretty tolerant. I'm sure I like it. So that seems to be it, me shipmates. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you will be with me next time. Goodbye.